Namaste. Welcome to your Vinyasa class. We'll be getting all warmed up from chilly winter weather. Be focusing on the core, getting that digestive fire, the center of our physical being, and from there radiating that out through the rest of our body, through our breath and our movements. We're going to begin standing, so join me here in the center of your mat, feet firmly pressing down, hips about hips width distance for your feet or wherever you feel comfortable. Maybe that's a few feet wider, maybe your feet are closer together. Just get grounded. And then take a few rounds of breath, filling up deeply in the inhales, fully exhaling out through the mouth, taking a few rounds of that cleansing breath. So inhaling fully, open mouth, exhale. One more time. Press all the air out. Then gently just begin swinging left and right, maybe bending one knee, slightly swaying the hips, beginning to gain some momentum and just letting the arms swing naturally. So no effort in the arms, just letting them swing and tap the sides of the body naturally. Gaining a little bit more momentum each turn. Eventually, maybe the arms coming to swing and gently tap the kidney points of the low back on either side. And just bringing some movement into the body before we get going with our sun salutations. Good, just a few more rounds here, left and right, letting the arms be weightless. And then begin slowing down. Each time you move forward and back, it's a few seconds slower. And don't stop the arms intentionally, just let them naturally begin to slow down till they're barely moving at either side. Then press down firmly into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, taking a stretch. So pressing down while you reach up. Relax the shoulders, lengthen through each side body. And then exhale, bend the knees, slow motion, diving forward to forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, curl the spine, tuck the chin, roll back up to stand, bringing the arms up with you. Palms together at the top, exhale them down through heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Gaze down at your fingertips. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale out. Inhale, blink open the eyes. Reach the palms up overhead. Releasing the arms to either side on the exhale as you take another dive forward to forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands and step your feet back. Lower the knees down. Breathe in here. Spread the fingertips wide and then lower the chest between the palms, keeping the hips lifted. Untuck the toes. Inhale, press forward to your belly. Lift the heart, roll the shoulders down the back for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press up and back to downward facing dog. Look between your hands, tiptoe towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, bring the arms up with you. Exhale to mountain pose. We'll take that 2 more rounds. Each time doing a little bit different in the lowering down. So we'll start with plank on the way down this time, if you're able. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down through plank all the way to your belly if you can. Otherwise, knees, chest, chin is fine. Stay there. Inhale, lifting the heart to cobra. Exhale, release the forehead down to the mat. Press down with the hands, tuck the toes, lift up to plank and back to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 rounds of breath in downward dog here, letting our body settle into the shape. Lifting up through the hips, pressing down through the heels. Relaxing the head and the neck. Next, inhale, look between your hands. Step towards the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold to roll up to stand. On your next breath in, bring the arms up with you. Exhale to down. Final sun salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Hold your plank here. Breathe. An option to lower the knees, chest, chin, all the way down to the mat. Or maybe you take chaturanga, shifting forward, keeping the elbows hugged in as you lower almost to the earth, a couple inches above, untuck the toes. Inhale, up dog. Or maybe you take cobra if you lower it all the way down to your belly. Inhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths here. Let it out through the mouth if that feels good. And 1 more round of breath in downward facing dog. And look between your hands, step or hop towards the top of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand, curling the spine up with you, arms up overhead. Exhale to mountain. Here we'll begin our Ujjayi breath practice. So bringing a little bit of heat and awareness through the breath. This breath can also be really calming and focusing. So I actually like to use this breath when I get frustrated with things. It helps kind of focus everything into the breath and release whatever's going on through the exhales and the inhales. We're going to use this to help bring awareness to, again, the core, to our whole body as we bring some movement to warm up. So again, centering on the feet to make sure you're feeling nice and firm, arms just resting at the side. And you're going to invite in a whisper-like quality to the breath, but keeping the mouth closed. So if you're imagining you're whispering, you might even want to try practicing that. And then just close the lips together. So as you inhale, inhaling into the back of the throat. Exhaling as if you're whispering with the mouth closed. Also, it's called ocean breath, or it sounds like Darth Vader. Whatever imagery you need to help create that sound. It could be really audible, maybe through the eardrums you can feel the vibrations. Keeping the jaw relaxed. Dragging the breath down the back of the throat. Spend a few more rounds of breath here, practicing this Ujjayi breathing. Sending inhales deep down, pressing the diaphragm down to create more space. Good, and I invite you to keep up with that Ujjayi breath for the rest of our practice. Back at the top of the mat, Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale to chair, sink the hips, lift the arms. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Step back to plank. Lengthen on the inhale, spin the biceps forward. Find some lift with the belly. 1 more breath in here. Exhale, lower down all the way to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here, you've got it. Look towards the top of the mat. Tiptoe there, take your time. Inhale to chair. Exhale to stand. Ujjayi breath in and out. Inhale to chair. Drop the hips, wave in the heels, look up. Exhale to diver, pressing up to the tops of the toes, pressing the arms back. Maybe inching forward with the heart like you're gazing over a ledge or a diving board. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee. Low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, reverse lunge or half splits, bringing your hands to either side of the right leg. Lengthening through the spine, keep the heart open as the right toes pull back. Gently encouraging that right hip back. One more inhale here. Exhale, plant that right foot down, walk the fingertips forward, tuck the back toes, standing splits. Shift the weight forward onto the right foot as you lift your left leg back. Keep the hips level here, so you shouldn't have the left leg way open and up. Lower the hips so they're on the same plane. Squaring the hips towards the mat, the floor. Let the head hang heavy, good. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, cross that left leg behind the right so the toes come to the outside edge of the mat. Inhale, reach up halfway, curtsy. Press down into that right foot. Inhale to stand, bringing that left knee up with you, finding one-legged mountain. Palms together, maybe at heart center, maybe on your hips if you'd like a little bit more support. Pressing down as you lift up. One more inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tip forward, send that left foot to the back of the mat, warrior one. Right knee bends, left leg lengthens. Slowly turning the heart towards the center of the mat, or the top of the mat. Squeezing the legs in, drawing that energy up the legs, in towards center, up through the arms. One more breath in, look up. Exhale, place your hands on either side of the right leg. Step that right foot back, lower through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lifting from the core, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Ujjayi breathing if you can. Catching your breath. With the heart rate's beginning to raise a little. Reconnect with that breath. Embrace the heat. Thawing ourselves out. Keeping everything moving. Good. Look between your hands, step towards the top of the mat or hop. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair, swing the arms up. Sink the hips back. Exhale to stand, mountain pose. 3 rounds of Ujjayi breathing here. Deep inhales, full exhales. As you're ready, inhale to chair, dropping the hips, lifting the heart, waving the heels, slight tuck of the tailbone, don't stick the butt out too much. Exhale to divers, pressing up onto the tips of the toes, bringing the heart forward as your palms press back behind you. Inhale to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge, lower the right knee and tuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands on either side of your left foot as you lengthen through that left leg. Walk the hands back, pull the toes up. It's okay if you have a little bend in your knee. I've got one too. We want to protect the back of the leg, finding strength along with that flexibility. Breathing deeply, heart open. One more inhale. Left hip gently pulling back. Exhale. Walk the fingertips forward, plant that left foot. Tuck the back toes, standing splits. Shift the weight forward to that left foot. Slowly lift that right leg, moving from the inner thigh. Again, hips staying level, let the head hang heavy. Breathing deeply. Sending that breath to the center. Exhaling out. Inhale, look up halfway. Cross the right leg behind the left and drop the toes to the outside edge of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms back as you lift up halfway for curtsy. One more breath in and out. Press down into that left foot. Slowly begin to stand, bringing your right knee with you. One-legged mountain, maybe the palms together at heart center. Breathe here. Inhale, press down through the foot, lengthen through the spine. Begin to tilt forward on the exhale. Step that right foot to the back of the mat for warrior one. Arms come up overhead. Hips square at the top of the mat. Right hip pulls forward, left hip pulls back. Front knee slightly bent. Working to get that right foot flat and long. Breathing here. One more inhale, lifting up out of the pelvis, reach up. Exhale, fold, planting your hands on either side of that left foot. Step it back to meet the right, finding plank. Exhale, lower down through your choice. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Keep pressing the chest towards the thighs as you lengthen through the arms and relax the head. After your third exhale, look between the hands, step or hop gently to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Drop the hips, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Slight tuck of the tailbone, weight in the heels. One more inhale. Exhale to stand, reaching the arms up and then back down. Full breath in, open mouth, exhale. And return to your Ujjayi breathing. 3 rounds of breath here. Dragging the breath down the back of the throat. Reconnecting the breath and the heartbeat. Circulating that warm air, nutrients throughout the body. Good. Inhale, look up. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale to the back. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet about hips width distance apart and grab either elbow with your hands, finding ragdoll pose. So hinging at the hips, bring the belly over the thighs, let the chest relax, let the head relax. Everything's just jumping out through the crown of the head. Ujjayi breathing. Exhale, release the elbows. Landing the hands on the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, and step the left foot to the back of the mat. Couple breaths here. Breathing into that right hip. And then send that right foot to the back of the mat. Side plank, shift the weight to the left hand, rolling onto the side, the left side of the foot, the knife edge of the left foot. You can also plant that right foot right in front of you for a little extra support and lift the right arm. Maybe you stack your feet. Spending a few breaths here, lifting up from the side of the waist, lifting up from that right hip. Pressing into the earth, but also reaching up with the fingertips as if somebody's grabbing that top hand and giving you a little help here. One more inhale. Exhale, slow motion, lower that right hand down. Coming to plank, lowering the knees. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Good, tuck the toes. Shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, bend the knees, and then step or hop to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the left foot to the back of the mat this time. Few breaths here. Preparing for our side plank. Send the right foot to the back of the mat, and then roll to the knife edge of the right foot. Shifting the weight into the right hand. Again, you can prop that left foot down in front of you if you need. Right hand down, reaching the left arm up. Slowly, maybe taking that left leg to stack on the right. Again, lifting from the waist, lifting from that left hip. Someone's got you up above, holding you up, pressing you up. Just another breath here. Warming it up. I'm sure you can feel it now. I can. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly lower that left hand down next to you. Shifting to plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Inhale, cat. Or inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. There we go. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. And tuck the toes. Lift the knees and the hips back. Downward facing dog. Pedaling up the heels if you'd like here. Good. One more round of Ujjayi breathing. And look between your hands. Step the right foot forward. Plant the left heel down. Bring the right hand to the inside of the foot. Reach the left arm up. Slowly making our way into triangle pose. Straighten that right leg. Lifting up. Driving that right hand up the side of the right leg. As if you're being squeezed between two panes of glass. So we don't want to see the chest curl down. Open the heart towards the long side of the mat. Press the inner feet down. Maybe your gaze can come up towards your left fingertips or gaze straight down for more balance. Breathing here. Lengthen out of the low back. Inhale, reaching up. Bending to the front knee, warrior two. Adjust your feet so the front heel is in line with the back arch. Reach forward with the palm, reverse warrior. Side body stretch, enjoy that. Exhale, cartwheel hands to frame the front foot. Step back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, look between your hands. Step the left foot forward this time, spin that right heel down. Bring the hands to the inside of the left leg. Reach that right arm up. Straighten the left leg. Finding triangle pose on the other side. Again, lengthening through the spine so you're reaching forward, pressing the tailbone back. Squeezing the legs together. Right arm reaches up. Maybe your gaze follows. Broad through the collarbone, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Hugging everything up and in towards your center, up through the legs. 2 more breaths here. You've got it. Triangle pose. Full Ujjayi breath out. Use your inhale to lift up. Bend into that front knee. Turn the right toes out. Left heel line with the back arch. Reach forward, flip your palm, reverse warrior. Side body stretch, open up through the left ribs. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Lower down to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, press into the hands, open the chest. Exhale, back to tabletop. Take a round of cat and cow. Maybe 2. Maybe 3, however many feels good here. Good. Then shift the hips back onto the heels as you roll the spine up to sit. Come to sit onto your sitting bones, finding boat pose. So drawing the knees in towards your chest, tilting back. Lifting those legs. You can keep your hands behind your knees, roll the shoulders down the back. Keep your back somewhat straight here. So in this posture, you often see the legs are straight and the toes are pointed. But if you can't do that with keeping your back somewhat straight, there's no shame in the game of keeping the knees bent and the legs, the shins parallel. What we're working on is that core engagement, pulling the thighs in towards the belly in towards the thighs, firing up that core. Helping keep the digestive system working well, which is especially important in winter and that kapha season. Find a little lift off the tailbone, open the heart, One more inhale. Exhale, hug the knees in, roll onto your back. Take a few rocks up and down the spine, massaging out either side. Have a little fun with it. Eventually rolling back up to sit with the knees in front of you on the sitting bones. Good. Plant your hands a few inches behind your hips, lower the knees to one side and the other, little windshield wiper action, roll it out. Exhale through open mouth. And then come back to that Ujjayi breath. Bring the knees back to center. Walk the feet away from your hips and walk the hands inward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the heart. Lift the chin so you're opening the throat. Stay here or find reverse plank by lifting the feet or the hips off the mat. Keep your feet planted. Walk them away from you if you need to lengthen through the legs a little bit more. Really intense here. We're working on lifting the hips. Pull the belly button in towards the low or to the back, keeping the low back safe. Exhale, lower down. Finding a forward fold next. Coming through our staff posture. So sit up on the sitting bones, long and straight through the legs. If you've got a little space under your knees, no worries. Prop it up if you need. Otherwise, just deal with it right there. That's your body. We're in good shape right here. Relax the shoulders down the back. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Bringing the hips or the belly over the thighs, hinging at the hips, reaching forward with that straight back, then lowering the hands. Shrug the shoulders back with the heart, inhale. Exhale, now fold, allowing the spine to curl, the head to hang heavy over the knees. Breathing fully and deeply. Be here for about 5 rounds of breath. So let yourself melt into gravity. Allowing yourself to curl in. Inviting the heart rate to relax. And the breath to also slow down, deepening inhales. Extending those exhales a few seconds longer each time. On your next inhale, press into the hands, lift the head. Walk the hands back as you slowly sit up. Bring the knees in. Take another windshield wiper, left and right. Simple little twists here. Knees back to center. Wrap your forearms around. Give yourself a hug. Curling into a ball, tucking the chin. Squeezing yourself in. And then releasing. We'll come to fire log pose. Lowering the left shin down, parallel to the mat in front of you. And crossing the right leg on top of the left. If you can't quite get them over each other, that's okay. Another variation for this hip opener is you can take figure 4, crossing the right ankle over the left, walking that left heel in. Similar result, different shape. So maybe taking one of those. Again, sitting up tall, pressing the sitting bones down into the mat. Lengthening through spine, slight tuck at the chin to lengthen also through the back of the neck. Remember, that's an extension of the spine. Soften through the face. Keep the heart shining bright. And as you inhale and exhale, maybe begin to walk the hands forward, folding over the legs. And though we say folding, we do want to keep the heart facing forward and the spine long. The more forward you go, more likely you'll get a little bit more intense into that right hip. So be gentle, find your edge, and then just breathe there. Take about 5 more rounds of breath here in fire log on this side. Finding that ujjayi breath and letting that focus your awareness into your body in this posture. After your fifth exhale, inhale, lift the gaze, walk the fingertips back, sitting up straight. And take that right leg, lower it down next to you for deer pose, another variation of a hip opener. We're going to reach that left arm up, take a little side body stretch here. Maybe your right hand comes to your right knee. Exhale, lower it down. Good, and then we're just going to pivot on our hips all the way until we're in deer on the other side of the mat. And I'll turn so you can see that. But now our right shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat. And the left knee is out to about 90-degree angle. Planting that left hand onto the left shin. Inhale, reach the right arm up, little side body stretch here. Exhale, lower down. Shifting the weight onto that right hand, take that left leg and cross it over the right for fire log pose, the other side, or if you took that other variation of figure 4 seated, go for that now. Or any other variation, maybe you took something different. We're going to even it out here. Again, lengthening through the spine, slight tuck of the belly in as you tuck your chin. Heart shines forward, inhale. Exhale, bring the heart forward over that front left leg as you walk your fingertips forward, only as far as you need to go. Breathe into that left hip wherever you're feeling it. Lengthen on the inhales. Invite a little further lowering on the exhales. Find your spots. Breathe deeply, slowly for 5 rounds. Relaxing the gaze, relaxing the neck. After your 5th exhale, begin to look up, walk the hands back in. Slowly uncross the legs, finding Baddha Konasana. Soles the feet together, knees open. Lengthening down through the spine. Exhale, pull the heart forward, maybe clasping the toes with the hands. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhaling, melting forward. Begin to curl the spine, drop the head and the neck. Release through the inner legs. Breathe. Really let the head hang heavy here. Maybe even getting into a little tension in the back of the neck. Send the breath there. And then on an inhale, slowly curl the spine, sitting up. Head is the last to lift. Exhale through open mouth. Take any comfortable seat. Maybe crossing the legs or sitting back on the knees in hero pose. We're going to take just a gentle seated twist. Inhaling, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, turning the torso to the right, dropping the right hand behind you, left hand to the knee, reaching up through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, look over your back shoulder. 5 rounds of breath, and our twist to the right. Make your final inhale the deepest you have available. Exhaling out a little longer if you can. And inhaling, coming back to center, bringing the arms up. Exhale them down your back. Clasp your fingertips behind you. Roll the shoulders down the back, pull the fists down the spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, seated yoga mudra. Lowering the heart, reaching the arms up overhead, and pressing the sitting bones down, inhaling, lifting back up. Release the fingertips at the bottom, reach the arms up overhead and twist to the left. Turning the heart towards the left side, lowering the right hand to your knee, left hand props you up behind. Lengthen, inhale, full breath in. Exhale, look over your back, left shoulder. We spend about 5 rounds of breath here in our twist to the left. Full belly breaths in. Long exhales out through the nose. Your last round of breath, the biggest you can take. Inhale back to center, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, bring the palms behind you once again. Clasping the fingertips, rolling the shoulders down the back, lengthening through the arms. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, seated yoga mudra, folding forward with the chest, letting the head hang heavy. Let it all out. Inhale to sit back up, release the hands. Inhale, arms straight up overhead. One more exhale to cactus arms, lowering the elbows. Release the hands. Extend the legs long out in front of you and slowly make your way to your back. Bring the legs together, point the toes, reach the arms up overhead, take a stretch. Big inhale, full breath out through the mouth. Releasing arms to your side, finding our rest in Shavasana. Begin to release the Ujjayi breath and allow your body to take over respiration naturally. Soften the back body onto the mat. Relax your face, your jaw, your eyes, maybe allowing the eyelids to softly close. Feel the arms and the legs become heavy. And find relative stillness throughout the body, with only the beating of the heart, the breathing of the lungs, the only detectable movement. Allow yourself this peaceful rest for just another moment or two. Begin to deepen your inhales. Slow, still soft exhales. Widen your feet to the edges of the mat. Bring the arms out wide, taking up as much space as you have. Breathing for just another moment or two here. And inhaling, bringing the feet back together. Hug the right knee in, clasping the fingertips around the top of the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Engage the belly so much that you begin to lift the heart off the mat, lift the upper back, bringing the forehead to the knee. And then release, lowering the upper back, extending the right leg long on the mat. Draw the left knee in, again clasping fingertips over top of the left knee. Squeezing that left knee down and in, and then engaging the belly. Lifting the upper back, lifting your forehead towards your knee. Hug it in, squeezing into the core. Exhaling, releasing. Bring your feet to the mat, bending at the knees. And hug both knees in, rocking your forearms around. And take a little gentle rocking left and right, massaging out the low back. And when you're satisfied, slowly lower the knees to one side, curling into yourself. As you're ready, press up to a comfortable seat in the center of the mat. Take a deep inhale and a slow exhale out. Bring the palms together at heart center, tilting the gaze down towards the fingertips. Spend another quiet moment of reflection here, just with yourself on the mat, in this sacred space you've created, whether you have a dedicated yoga room or you're crammed in between the bed and the side of the wall, anywhere in between. The sacredness comes from the time that you choose to spend with yourself and taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. May you stay warm in your practice and throughout this chilly weather. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I'll see you next time on the virtual mat.